Hey guys, how you going? Welcome to another video. Today we'll be talking about the Lowepro ProTactic 450AW, a bit of a review of all the components of the bag, the pockets, the pouches, all the different types of straps. I'll be taking you through in depth for each different part of it, so let's have a look at it. Let's start with the top pouch of the bag, which has a really tough plastic dome sort of on the top, which can protect any valuables or small items that are in the top little compartment there. Inside that top dome there is a little pouch with a zip. You put memory cards, batteries, small things really, phone, wallet, keys in there. Coming down to the side there's the easy access pockets for most normally the body with the lens attached to it, but as you can see here I've got my SD card holder and just the body without a lens. Each side has a top small pocket with just a zip, and you can use that for, again, anything small. The top of the bag has a thick sort of rubber plastic strap to it, which is really strong. You're able to lift the whole bag up from there. The bag also comes with a water bottle holder, a tripod pocket, two straps for the tripod, and another sort of accessory pouch which you can attach to the front of the bag, which is really useful. The straps for the tripod click open with a really nice mechanism, sort of spring loaded. They just connect to the open straps on the front of the bag and on the back side of the bag, and there's two sort of spring clips on each side, and you can pick wherever you really want to put them on the bag. I chose to put one on the side, as you can see here. I ended up putting both on just for extra security to hold the tripod in place. And you can see now I'm just putting the tripod pocket on, and normally just one, probably 2 feet goes in here. Just helps keep the base of the tripod stable and allows for the most minimal movement as possible. So as you can see, the tripod's in there pretty comfortably. I've just got the one strap there at the moment, but I have since put the second strap on. The third foot just tucks in the bottom there, and it all just sits along quite nicely and securely. The bottom of the bag has another handle which is useful for planes and carrying the bag, putting it into the storage compartment on a plane or the back seat of a car in a boot. And there's also the pouch for the weather protective cover on the bottom as well. As you can see, I've just put the cover over the top of the bag. It doesn't cover the whole bag like some Lowepro bags do, but it would just be a rain cover to stop any immediate water from coming in. The shoulder straps for the bag on each side have a pretty sizable D-shackle, which you'd be able to hook something onto, like a torch or possibly your camera. And there are also some other straps on there which, again, you'd be able to hook anything really you'd feel necessary to hook onto, as long as you have the D-shackle or other sort of clip. Obviously there is the chest buckle strap on the front as well, which I really appreciate because that really helps with the weight and strain on your back. And there is the one for your waist as well, and that's also padded, as well as the active zone padding on the back of the bag. There are two little pouches on each side of the waist strap, which again you can fit some small things into, which just held together with a zip, a couple little extra pockets there. I preferably don't use the waist strap, and I've taken it off here. It's just connected with a Velcro, and you can just unvelcro it and pull it out. I'll probably put that back on if I ever use it to travel overseas, but for now I've just taken it off because I prefer it that way, and rather just use the chest strap, which is the best possible thing for me to use in my opinion. Alright, so that was a little look at what's inside the bag and all the different parts and pieces that come with it. Let's take it out into the real world now. I'm going out today with my friend James to Phantom Falls, just behind Lorne on the Great Ocean Road. We'll go to the waterfalls, take some photos, and it will give me a chance to test the bag out. So let's have a look at that. Alright, so me and James have just driven to Lorne this morning. We are going for a little walk towards Phantom Falls, just behind the main lawn front area. Really just using this as an excuse to test the bag out and see how it performs in its first real field test, I guess, and see if I packed it the right way and if I wanted to make any changes. We've already had one instance where we were just walking along and straight away there were some kangaroos pretty much as soon as we started walking, and I had to get my camera and my 70-200 out, and I did that in about 20 seconds without startling the kangaroos, and I was able to get it out, open the bag up quickly and get a couple photos of the kangaroos, which was good. So that was maybe test one, and once we get to the waterfalls, that's when I'll maybe do a bit more video about the bag and talk about, you know, how I might do a shoot, or, you know, maybe just do a time lapse of me putting the bag down and getting the stuff out and doing the shoot itself. So we'll see what happens when we get there. So we're at the waterfalls now. I hope you can hear me. I'm just going to set a time lapse up and show you how I might set up a shot and how I use the bag. Let's go. What I really should have called that video was how to get soaked and wet really stupidly whilst carrying a lot of camera gear. Let's just talk about the bag. So something just a little bit annoying with this bag is when you've got it sitting on its bum and you want to get something from the top, some of the things tend to just fall through this gap here. So like this has fallen through, this has fallen through, this has fallen through. When you only want things from the top and it's on its back or on its bottom down there, things can fall through that you don't want it to. So I can understand that it's made to be laid down on its front and then open through the back to get the stuff, but that's just something I might have to get used to. Just heading back to the car now, and yeah, had a really nice time walking towards the waterfall, which James and I hadn't been at yet. Phantom Falls just behind Lawn is a really good spot. We thought we might have got lost for one bit there, but no, we got there. The bag got soaked first thing, which was a good test, and everything inside seemed to not get wet, which was good. Like I said before, it was a bit annoying to open the top pocket and have things sort of falling out down inside the bag. When you just want things from the top, you don't want to have to open the whole thing and go through it all, but obviously it's designed to be laid down on its front and open from the back, so I can understand that. But I did find the top pockets, the back pocket, and all the little clips and stuff really helpful and useful, and I can see how I'd be able to customize them in the future, specific to any sort of shooting I'm doing on the day. So today we're going to a waterfall, so I've just got the water bottle mount, little pocket on the side, and the tripod mount on the other side. That's probably all I'd need, but I can add other bags and little accessories and little things like that if I need to, if I see fit. So first impressions very good so far, and we might be going Teddy's Lookout, James. Teddy's Lookout, or to a beach or something, just for some more photos on a little day trip, so we'll see how we go. There's some of the kangaroos we saw before. Just having a little sit. Don't seem really phased by us, which is good. He's a big boy. They're all squaring up. Alright, so now we're just here at Teddy's Lookout, just on top of lawn again. This might be one of our last stops for the day. I think the bag's performed pretty well in its first reel test. Pretty happy with it. Might rejig it when I get home into a different formation to how it is currently, but yeah, like I said, I'm pretty happy with it and look forward to using it again in the future, and yeah, really chuffed. So just a final wrap up on the bag. I was super impressed with how it went in its first real field test out and about. It felt comfortable on my back. I felt like I fit the majority of the gear that I needed to take for that specific shoot. The flexibility of having the different accessories, water bottle, tripod straps, tripod foot, accessory pouch, just felt right and felt like I'd be able to customize to how I would need to fit things in the future. The side pockets were an easy way to put small little things that are quickly accessible and easy to take out if need be. The top hatch was great for similar items, albeit a bit larger, and it did also have that secondary side pocket for smaller things like keys and whatnot. But the hard plastic dome on the top really feels like you can put your things in there and they are protected. And obviously the back padding is really comfortable. The zips all have the hook rings on them, so it's really efficient to grab them and pull them, make it much easier for you to open them. And obviously the main interior of the bag just gives you that flexibility and space that not a lot of bags do. Obviously you have the Velcro side walls and side pockets which you can switch and move to your desire, and I just felt like this is the complete bag. And it's one that I'm going to use a lot in time coming, especially in my travels to Hong Kong and Japan in the next couple of months. Alright guys, that's all from me. I hope you enjoyed this video and my review of the Lowepro ProTactic 450 AW. It's a fantastic bag, as I said in the video, and it looks like it will be able to do all the things I'll need it to do in the future, and the customizable aspect of it looks fantastic and really efficient and effective for what I needed to do. I've been putting out a few videos recently and pretty consistently, and hopefully that will continue. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.